Oh man, is it that time once again? Yes, it is, y'all. Happy Sunday, spiritual Sunday, Sunday night soul session. Regardless, welcome to the Cave Within, y'all. This is your spiritual exhale on this Sunday night soul session, this spiritual Sunday, that is. If you don't know, now you do know. This is Clifton Pope, Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business, and you are tuned in to the Cave Within Sanctuary. And for those who are back for another broadcast of the Cave Within, welcome back. For those who are tuning in for the first time ever, I want to welcome y'all. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Cave Within Sanctuary. Again, this is your spiritual exhale on this spiritual Sunday. And it's a place to let the week settle, let the noise quiet down, and reconnect with something deeper than the pace you've been living at. I know we could all use that within the course of our life. I know that definitely comes in handy for me from time to time, especially when we're constantly on the go. We hear noise like everywhere we turn, and we just need to like take a step back and kind of chill out a little bit. Well, tonight we're entering the cave within. And this is the place where we face ourselves honestly, because we all have to do it, myself included, eventually. And this is where we release what's been heavy, where we learn that self-control is not punishment, it's preparation. And as a matter of fact, that's going to be the theme for tonight. Self-control for growth and evolution. So the purpose of this stream, this sanctuary broadcast we're doing tonight is that this is for people who are ready to slow down, go inward, and strengthen themselves from a self-control standpoint, and use it as a path or path towards rather peace, growth, healing, and spiritual evolution. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Self-control for growth and evolution for growth and evolution on this spiritual Sunday, May the 3rd, 2026, as we're winding down another spiritual Sunday for sure. And I'm excited to be with y'all. Like always, I'm excited to be with y'all here in the cave within because I'm here to provide y'all as I continue to discover myself from within, that quiet strength that helps you grow, that helps you evolve and become who you were always meant to be. It's that constant search and that constant struggle of going through the process of that on a regular basis. It's like you know exactly who you are and what you are about and what you represent. It's just sometimes it's just a matter of dealing with the turns along the way as you already put who you are and what you are about and what you represent in the GPS. You're just dealing with, getting to the destination and you're counting down the minutes and the miles along the way. But that's kind of how I look at it from that perspective. But I will say this though, y'all. If you've come here needing rest, most importantly, or reflection, prayer, gratitude, or just a moment to feel held by something bigger than the week you had, I know I wish I had people do that for me. So here I am doing that for you in return. Because trust me, y'all, you're in the right place because you are in the cave within. This is your digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. Yes. And if this sanctuary supports your peace tonight, like always, go to kicks.com / Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, courtesy of The Man Who Didn't Give Up, my book, which is available on Amazon. Go get your copy and please leave a review so more people can get their resilience plan on how to maneuver through the chaos, turmoil, and uncertainty. That's literally the foundation of the cave within, and the reason why it's called the cave within as well, because I want to kind of give y'all a quick little quick little message in regards to why it's called the cave within, because it kind of goes down to diving into some Carl Jung. It's funny because I was looking at my Carl Jung notes a little bit earlier because I feel like this is important for me to explain this every now and then just to kind of give y'all a little bit of a reminder and stuff like that. Because we all have this journey that we go on. It's kind of like the hero's journey in a way. It's like the heroes usually call to an adventure, but they resist the call, and then they confront their adversaries, overcome the challenges and obstacles, and often meet like a mentor or some sort of helper figure along the way. And then when they return to their previous life, transformed, often with a gift or an insight or a boon, they have reached a higher spiritual plane and are able to serve their people more powerfully. And I feel like that's kind of the best way to kind of paint the picture of what going from caves to crowns, from the dark to the light, is what it's all about. And it's kind of like what Carl Jung describes as the hero's journey for those who are wondering kind of a little bit on why this sanctuary is called the cave within. So I just want to kind of throw that in there. I may have said it before, but you'll probably hear me remind y'all of that from time to time for those who are listening for the first time. But yes, please support the Cave Within Sanctuary, your balanced fusion for poetry, meditation, and stillness. Subscribe to Kicks.com / Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Share it, and if you feel led, support the stream so we can continue to build this digital sanctuary together. As always, let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat. I appreciate everybody who's following the Cave Within as we continue to grow one day at a time, one step at a time, one follower and viewer at a time. Because all it takes is one. All it takes is one. So, what we're going to do, like I mentioned earlier, tonight's journey is going to be about self control for growth and evolution. And it's not necessarily control through force or fear, but it's more so control through awareness, right? Because when we think of control, we always think of like, some sort of external authority figure trying to exert their will and their force and trying to impose fear just so they can feel good about themselves from within and establish this sense of control of themselves from within by showing that they have control over you. And sometimes that's not always the case, and it always usually doesn't work out like that. So we're going to focus more on control through awareness and surrender and through discipline that leads you back to yourself and being the best version of yourself that you can be. What a better way we can do that with the superhero self care and breath work. So let's kick things off like we always do here within the Cave Within. We'll do our breath work real quick as we'll, of course, gather ourselves. If you're sitting down, sit down nice, tall, and upright in a nice seated position. Relax your shoulders, unclench your jaws. If you're laying down right now, again, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Release any tension that you may be feeling as you do a quick little body scan from head to toe, getting yourself comfortable, of course. We'll gather ourselves for our inhale through our nose for 3 to 5 seconds. And as you inhale through your nose, feel your breath expand your chest, expand your belly button out from your stomach, holding your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and exhale slowly through your nose or through your mouth, whichever's more comfortable and suitable. And that way, you can just inhale calm, exhale stress. We'll do that 2 more times together as we'll inhale through our nose. Again for 3 to 5 seconds, holding the breath for 3 to 5 seconds. And again, exhaling slowly for 3 to 5 seconds. And then we'll do that one more time, just so we can establish ourselves as we always do. Okay, within. Inhale through your nose for 3 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds. holding your breath again for 3 to 5 seconds, allowing the chest and the belly button to expand. And as you exhale through your nose or mouth, allow your chest to sink back down into your body and allow the belly button to slowly sink back into your stomach and abdominal region. And as we do so, we're slowly but surely relaxing ourselves as we get ready to embrace the cave within to where we can establish more self control. And in the end, when we establish self control, it's like we begin to feel more comfortable with establishing that self esteem, kind of like what I was talking about in the solar plexus chakra broadcast I did earlier this week, as far as the importance of, that's when you have more control of yourself, you have like more of a sense of personal willpower and self esteem and confidence in who you are and what you are about and what you represent. And you know your strengths and your weaknesses, and you know what you're capable of, and you know what you're not capable of. It's a beautiful thing, and at the same time, it's a struggle to get there. We don't have it all figured out. No one does. We're all perfect imperfections at the end of the day. It's just all about, again, just control through awareness and more so control through surrender more than anything. Because the cave within is where truth lives, like we talk about all the time within the cave within. It's where we stop performing and stop pretending, and it's where the soul finally gets quiet enough to tell the truth. And one of the deepest truths that we learn in the cave is this: self control is not about denial, it's about direction. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Self control is not about denial, it's about direction. It's what allows us to choose peace over reaction, clarity over chaos, and purpose over impulse. Because honestly, without self control, we get pulled by every emotion, every distraction, every appetite, every demand. But with self control, we become rooted in, again, our security, our safety, and our sense of belonging to the world, being our root chakra, like we talked about a while back within our root chakra theme night. We become steady, right? And we become able to say things like, I don't have to respond to everything. I don't have to consume everything. I don't have to become everything I feel. It's like we have more options and we get to pick and choose whether we want to become attached to these things or not, instead of just automatically becoming attached to these things without even being aware or realizing that we're becoming attached to those things. Because honestly, self control is spiritual maturity in motion. Now that I think about it, at least going through that within my own experiences, it's like it's really definitely a mind body spirit connection when it comes to self control. I will definitely say that. It says things like I can pause, I can breathe, I can wait, I can choose differently, I can grow beyond my impulses. And then as you go through all of that, you start to realize that's what evolution looks like. It's not perfection or performance, y'all, but a person becoming more aligned with truth to where they can be open and honest within the communication they have within themselves to where they can share that same open and honest communication with others. Now, that's something you could sit with for a moment. So, as I say all of that, I want y'all to reflect a little bit. What in your life has been asking for stronger self control? Let just let that sit with yourself. If you want to let people let it be known in the chat, that's perfectly fine. But I want y'all to really sit with this for a kind of really let that sink in for a little bit. Like, what in your life has been asking for stronger self control. Just think about that for a moment. Is it your thoughts, your tongue, habits, maybe your spending, eating, reactions, boundaries, your time, maybe? Kind of let that sit for a moment because whatever it is, you don't have to conquer it by force. All you have to do is just transform it through awareness. And speaking of transforming things through awareness, how about we continue to do that with a little bit of a short guided breath and body grounding here within the cave within? Because I know that's definitely going to be awesome. Yes, it is. So let's do a gentle grounding practice together, y'all, just so we can get in tune with ourselves a little bit more. If you're driving right now, all you got to do is listen. Please stay safe on the roads, y'all. But if you're able to sit back and soften your shoulders and let your body receive this moment, please feel free to do so. And close your eyes as well if that feels safe. And like we did earlier, I want you to take a slow breath in through the nose for about 3 to 5 seconds. Hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds. And then exhale slowly for about 3 to 5 seconds. And again, inhale through your nose. Hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds. And then exhale slowly again for 3 to 5 seconds. As we unclench our jaws and relax the forehead, drop our shoulders, feel the sensations within your feet, within your seat, or within the bed that you're laying in. Just simply feel the surface beneath you. And as you're inhaling through your nose for those 3 to 5 seconds and holding your breath for those 3 to 5 seconds, again, exhaling slowly for those 3 to 5 seconds. Just silently repeat to yourself that I am here. I am safe in this moment. I do not have to rush my becoming. Again, as we inhale the calm, and as we exhale the stress, silently repeat to yourself, I am here. I am safe in this moment, and I do not have to rush my becoming. And as we continue to breathe in, and as we continue to breathe out, let's imagine a cave, everyone. Not a dark place of fear, but a sacred inner chamber, a place where distractions cannot follow you. Inside this cave, you meet yourself honestly, the version of you that's tired, maybe that's been overextended, that keeps saying yes when your soul really wants to say no. We've all been there before. We all have this go on within our own cave. And in that cave, you don't judge yourself here. All you do is listen. You listen to what needs to be healed, what needs to be strengthened, where some structure is necessary. Because one of the first things the cave teaches you is, at least this is what it's taught me recently, is that self control begins with listening, not reacting, just listening. And as we continue to do that within ourselves right now, continue to breathe in, continue to breathe out. Say to yourself quietly that I can lead myself with peace, I can grow with discipline, I can evolve with grace. As we continue to inhale through our nose, as we continue to exhale through our nose or mouth, we'll quietly tell ourselves one more time that I can lead myself with peace, I can grow with discipline, I can evolve with grace. That is how we do things here within the cave within as we ground ourselves with a little bit of stillness, that balanced fusion of the stillness mixed in with the poetry of meditation and stillness. How we feeling, y'all? How we feeling? Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat like always. Be sure to subscribe to kicks.com / Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. If you check out all the links that I have in the chat right now, be sure to get your copy of my latest book, The Fitness Mirage. That way you can get your holistic exercise transformation started on the go. It's on Amazon right now. The link is in the chat. And when you order your copy, leave a review as well, as it truly help more people become more aware of the fact that they need to go through their own fitness mirage to where they can reset their nervous system. That would mean a lot as well. And also be sure to check out the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 pack, my first two guided meditations. One of them being on leadership, the other one being on letting go of fear. That's available on my Gumroad e-commerce website. The link is in the chat where you can get access to that. Be sure to check that out. Don't forget about that, y'all. Don't forget about that. But as we keep things going here within the cave within, oh yeah, we gotta mix in some poetry here. So we about to get into some spoken word poetry immersion on this Sunday night soul session. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. If y'all are wondering what I'm drinking, I am drinking my nice little black tea with some lemon juice squeezed in there, a little bit of honey drizzled, and of course, got to stay hydrated. Got me a nice little nice little cup of spring water with a little lime juice in here, some sea salt, and a little bit of my electrolyte. All right. Spoken word poetry immersion time here on the cave within. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. And we're going to dedicate this spoken reflection for the soul right now. And I just want y'all to receive it. And this is again the second two-part poem series. This is the Cave Within poem series, and we're going to base this off of some spoken reflection right now. Because there is a cave inside you where the noise cannot survive, a cave where the lies grow quiet, where the masks fall away, where the souls remember its name. You do not enter that cave to be punished, you enter it to be purified, to see what has been leading you, to hear what has been calling you, to release what has been ruling you. Spoken Reflection, Cave Within poem series on this Sunday night soul session of the Cave Within. Because you know we do a balanced fusion of poetry, meditation, and stillness here in the Cave Within. You gotta love it, y'all. You gotta love it. But yes, let's read that second poem, or that first poem rather, one more time, as it's the Spoken Reflection, Cave Within poem series. There is a cave inside you where the noise cannot survive, a cave where the lies grow quiet, the masks fall away, and where the soul remembers its name. You do not enter that cave to be punished, you enter it to be purified, to see what has been leading you, to hear what has been calling you, to release what has been ruling you. Spoken Reflection, Cave Within poem series. Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat. Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat. I appreciate the love. This is the Cave Within, and this is the Sunday Night Soul session here. As we take a little moment before we transition right now. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, little rooster pump. I am here. I hope that you feel better, and may the cave within allow you to heal yourself from within and regain your self control. That way we can keep the month of May rolling for sure. I hope you feel better, little rooster pump. Thank you for letting me know how you're truly feeling in the chat, because it's all about honesty here. Little rooster pump, be sure to subscribe subscribe to the Cave Within. Thank you. I appreciate the love. This is one of my favorite shirts right here. Spider Man is my favorite superhero. Always has been, always will be. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was Spider Man twice growing up for Halloween, so that's how you know how much I love Spider Man. And I've seen all of the Spider Man movies, and I'm excited for Spider Man Brand New Day. I love it. Oh, that's what's up, little Rooster Pump. Your favorite superhero is the Thing. I'm assuming that you saw the recent Fantastic I'm assuming that you saw the new Fantastic Four movie, the one that's leading into Avengers Doomsday. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed it as well. I mean, I didn't get to watch it, but I saw bits and pieces of it. It's pretty good. I'm excited about Avengers Doomsday, Spider Man Brand New Day, just the next phase of what Marvel has in store as they get ready to hit the reset button after Secret Wars, which is what obviously the big dogs behind Marvel is currently doing. But shout out to Little Rooster Pump. I hope that you're feeling better. Be sure to subscribe to the Cave Within, Little Rooster Pump, and be sure to order your copy of my Fitness Mirage book. That will help you heal a lot better right now because I do talk about how you can heal yourself through the power of fasting within the Fitness Mirage. Yes, I appreciate. No, of course, anytime. Yes, little Rooster Pump. I am an author. If you go in, if you check in the links within the chat, little Rooster Pump, you can order my latest book, The Fitness Mirage, on how you can heal yourself from within with the holistic approach. Because we do have the ability to do that within ourselves, and I talk about it in the Fitness Mirage. Please order your copy, Little Rooster Pump, and be sure to leave a review once you do order it. I did put the links in the chat, and if you need some guided meditations as well, check out my Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 pack while you're at it, Little Rooster Pump. Little Tree Stump, my book is literally in. I put the link in the chat as far as to where it'll take you to the Amazon page where you can order the Fitness Mirage. It's yes indeed, yes indeed. And do I have a copy of the book on hand, Little Rooster Pump? I am actually getting ready to order my first round of books as well. Give me 1 second there, little tree stump. I'm gonna send you the link right now. Give me 1 second here. There you go, little tree stump. I just sent you the link right there. It's in the chat for my book, The Fitness Garage. Be sure to order your copy and leave a review and share it with those who may need it as well. I appreciate the love, little tree stump. I appreciate the love. And see, that's what it's all about here in the cave within. We're just interacting with each other, all of those things. It's all love. It's all love. Anytime, little tree stump, anytime. Order your copy of the Fitness Garage, y'all, and be sure to leave a review as well. That's what it's all about here in the cave within. Let's get it, y'all. But before I forget, I appreciate all the love within the chat. I appreciate all the love within the chat. That's how we're doing it here in the cave within. And I want to move on to my second poetry piece, y'all, for the night before we dive into our meditation for sure. And this second poem is obviously named after the theme, which is called self control. Self control, baby, self control, because honestly, self control is not the poison. It is the key. It is the steady hand that closes the door on chaos, opens the door to wisdom, And it is the breath before the word, it's the pause before the reaction, and it's the wisdom before the step. Because growth without control becomes drift, and drift will always take you farther from the life you are meant to live. But when you govern your spirit with grace, and when you lead your body with reverence, and when you train your mind to return to truth, you begin to evolve. Not all at once, not loudly, but beautifully, like a seed learning patience, like a flame learning steadiness, like a soul learning how to stand. Little Rooster Pump, yes, I am into working out. I am actually an ISA certified personal trainer, nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach, and exercise transformation specialist. And that's kind of like what I talk about as well, on how I became all of those things within the fitness mirage. So it'll make a lot more sense when you read the book, for sure, Little Rooster Pump. Appreciate the love, for sure. That is the self-control poem, y'all. Here we go. We're going to do that again for the people in the back, of course, like always. Self-control is not the self-control is not the prison. It is the key. It is the steady hand that closes the door on chaos. It opens the door to wisdom. It is the breath before the word, the pause before the reaction, the wisdom before the next step. Because growth without control becomes drift. And drift will always take you farther from the life you're meant to live. But when you govern your spirit with grace, when you lead your body with reverence, when you train your mind to return to truth, you begin to evolve. Not all at once, not loudly, but beautifully. Like a seed returning patience, like a flame learning steadiness, and like a soul learning how to stand. Self control. I appreciate the love, little Rooster Pump. Thank you for tapping in to the cave within, and be sure to share this to someone who may need it as well. And I wanted to share that poem with y'all because it's a friendly reminder to let y'all know that you're not behind, but you are in formation, and you are not lost, y'all. You are in the cave. And the cave is not your ending, it is literally where your crown begins. That's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. But let's not waste any time, y'all. We're going to get into our ambient frequency silence block. For those who tune in on a regular basis, it's time to meditate like always. And for those who are tuning in for the first time, for the next few minutes, I'm going to give you space. No pressure, no performance, just that stillness. And we're going to, of course, if you're studying, resting, praying, journaling, or just trying to exhale, I want y'all to just simply stay here. And I want y'all to let the sound carry you. And I want you to let the silence work within you, right? Because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna establish peace here. 1 second here. Uh, get into that little deep monk meditation vibe so we can establish that inner peace, that tranquil feeling. That's something that will definitely fire up the soul on this Sunday night soul session. Light up the spirit for this spiritual Sunday. And like always, I want y'all to simply close your eyes or soften your gaze and begin the process of doing what we've been doing with the power of our breath through this whole cave within broadcast. Inhaling through your nose, holding your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and then exhaling slowly for 3 to 5 seconds. And as we begin our breathwork cycle of inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our nose or mouth, let us remove ourselves from our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our ego, not to ignore them or act like they're not there, but to simply acknowledge and accept and embrace them because we are the observer of our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, and our ego. we inhale through our nose, as we exhale through our nose or mouth, as we transition into our meditation, I want us to ask ourselves this question: what am I carrying that needs to be released? What habit is asking for stronger self control? And what does my soul need more of this week? Rest, structure, prayer, movement, or stillness? As we breathe in through our nose, holding our breath for a few seconds, and then exhaling through our nose for a few more seconds, I want us to meditate on this for about a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes rather. What am I carrying that needs to be released? What habit is asking for stronger self control? What does my soul need more of this week? Rest, structure, prayer, movement, or stillness? As we reflect on these questions here for the next 5 to 10 minutes or so, I want y'all to really lock in to this ambient frequency sound, great meditation here in the cave within. We shall be right back, y'all. All right, y'all. All right. As we continue to breathe in through our nose, holding our breath for a few seconds, and then slowly exhaling through our nose or through our mouth for 3 to 5 seconds. Simply asking ourselves, what are we carrying that needs to be released? What habit is asking for stronger self control? Or what's my soul need more of this week? Rest, structure, prayer, movement, or stillness? Speak very lightly to yourself every few minutes if you have to. Simply breathe, release, receive, and return. Again, just breathe, release, receive, and return. You can also say, let the cave do its work. Let the stillness teach you. Let the noise leave your body. Let the cave do its work. Let the stillness teach you. Let the noise leave your body. As you continue to inhale through your nose, as you continue to exhale through your nose or mouth, inhaling calm, exhaling stress. As we begin the process of journey, as we begin the process of coming back into our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and our ego, as we are ending our brief moment of being observer and watcher of our thoughts, emotions, feelings, and ego, and we become attached once again to our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and our ego. And as we gather ourselves like we always do for our final 3 inhales, our final 3 exhales, making them our biggest ones of this practice yet, as we inhale through our nose for 3 to 5 seconds, letting the cave finish up its work, holding our breath and exhaling through our nose or through our mouth, allowing the stillness to teach us the final lesson for tonight as we inhale through our nose, holding our breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and as we exhale through our nose or mouth, watch the noise leave our body one last time. And as we gather ourselves for one last inhale through our nose, making it our biggest inhale of the night, letting the breath expand our chest, allow the belly button to expand past our stomach. And as we hold our breath for one final time, as we exhale slowly again, just let the chest sink right back down, feeling the sensations as that takes place. Feeling the sensations around your belly button as it sinks back down into your stomach. And if you feel led by this moment, how about you journal a sentence while you're at it as you begin to open your eyes and soften your gaze. Notice how you're feeling, all the sensations as you do a quick 30 to 60-second body scan from head to toe. Just ask yourself how you're feeling, how you're doing. And again, if you feel led, journal one sentence, by God's grace, the Most High God's grace, I am becoming more disciplined, more peaceful, and more alive. A sentence that you can journal that can empower, uplift, and inspire you. As we welcome you back, I hope that stillness met you where you were currently. And again, tonight's sanctuary is really about this, self control. At least for me, self control is not about shrinking yourself, it's about strengthening yourself. It's about becoming a person who can carry more peace, make wiser choices, and stay anchored when life starts pulling hard. And believe me, it can be very, very challenging. Temptation is real. The worry, the anxiety, the pressure, the stress, and the fear, it's all real. It comes as like different forms of voices that are always going to be in your head It's always going to try to talk you out of what you're trying to do or where you're trying to go and all these things. But honestly, those things no longer serve you. Why worry, stress out, have any fear, anxiety, or pressure when you can face everything and rise to the occasion? And you can channel the power of the Christ and become a new creation through through the power of Christ. That's what it truly is all about when it's really all said and done. Because honestly, again, that's what growth and evolution and spiritual maturity is. And that's what self control is. So let me ask you, what is one area of your life where you're ready to practice better self control? Is it your words, emotions, maybe your phone habits, schedule, eating, your spending, your rest, maybe a little bit of everything that I just mentioned? I know that could apply for me and through certain parts and certain areas, that's for sure. Just type in the chat like always if you're comfortable. I want to read y'all's reflections. I want to know how y'all are feeling. The cave within is all about being open, honest, and heart to heart always. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. That's what we're all about. And and if you're here tonight because life has been loud, I want you to know that you're not weak for needing quiet. You are wise for seeking it. Something that I tell my clients all the time. And if you are not failing because you need a reset, you are human. I am human. We're all human. We're all perfect imperfections at the end of the day, y'all. Don't you forget that. And this sanctuary exists, and the reason why I created it to begin with is that I want to help remind you that growth is possible, healing is possible, and you can begin again and you can start over. I can't count how many times that I've come up short and I've fallen flat on my face, but it's like Frank Sinatra said in his song That's Life. You just need to get yourself back up, pick yourself back up, and get yourself back in the race, regardless of how many times you fall flat on your face. It's like it's like the old adage when you're beginning to learn how to ride a bike and you fall down over and over and over again because you're trying to master the balance of being on the bike so where you could ride it more smoothly. You just got to enjoy the process about it and just remember that you could start over and you could start from scratch. It is never too late to start from scratch because that's how you're going to continue to grow through what you go through, learn from your mistakes, and find room for improvement and continue to evolve in all areas of your life, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or financially. And just as a friendly reminder, if you're ready to go a little bit deeper, here's where you can connect. You could support the stream like always, kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. You can explore the Infinity Chakra Journey Within, my latest poetry book, which I have available on Amazon as we speak in ebook and paperback. And it is also available in audiobook. You could get that in my e-commerce website on gumroad.com. Just type in Infinity Chakra Journey Within or type in my name, Clifton Pope, and my e-commerce store will pop up on gumroad.com and you can order your audiobook version of Infinity Chakra Journey Within. You can also get the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 pack, which features my 2 guided meditations on leadership and letting go of fear. That is also on my e-commerce website on Gumroad. Again, type in Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 or type in my name, Clifton Pope, and my e-commerce site on Gumroad will pop up and you can get the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 guided meditation pack. By the end of this coming up week, the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 2 pack will be available on my e-commerce site on Gumroad, so be sure to check that out. And if you're interested in a free consultation to join the HFWB Exercise Transformation Program to renew the mind, body, and spirit, you can reach out to me by giving me a call or text message to my personal number, 361-765-4760, to reach me directly, or you could email me directly at cpope.cp@gmail.com. And like I've been mentioning throughout this sanctuary broadcast, you can receive your copy of my latest book, The Fitness Mirage, by yours truly, Clifton Pope. It's on Amazon right now as we speak. The link is definitely in the chat, sprinkled throughout the chat. And while you order your copy, after you receive your copy, within the next 24 to 48 hours, please leave a review. That would mean the world to me because honestly, everything that I just mentioned, they're not just products, they're tools for people who are ready to heal with intention. That is what I do it for. And again, if this sanctuary ministered to you tonight, please subscribe. Kicks.com backslash Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Share it and leave a review as well in the chat. And that way more people can find their way here. And if you need the peace to sleep, the words to reflect, the sound to study, or the guidance to come back home to yourself, I'm just here to remind you that this space is for you. And as we close, I want to bless you with this, and I want to gift you with this, rather. May you leave this sanctuary with a quieter mind, a softer heart, and a stronger spirit, y'all. May self-control become your servant, not your shame. May peace become your practice. May growth become your gift. May you learn to govern your life with grace. May you learn to respond instead of react. May you learn to pause before you rush. May you learn to evolve without losing your soul. And remember, the cave within is not where you disappear, it is where you become. And I want to thank you for being here tonight. I want to thank you for sharing this space. I want to thank you for helping build this sanctuary one broadcast at a time. And again, if tonight helped you breathe easier, please subscribe. Kicks.com backslash Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Special shout out to Little Tree Stump and Little Rooster Pump who are active in the chat tonight. I appreciate the love. And if you're ready to go deeper, you know where to find me. This is Clifton Pope. This is The Cave Within. This is your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness with that balanced fusion of peace, rest, and light. And may peace, rest, and light be with you. This is Clifton Pope, and this is The Cave Within, your live digital sanctuary. I'll see y'all on the next broadcast, y'all. Peace, rest, and light, and most importantly, may love be with you.